Right. Well, first of all, thank you everybody for attending this. And I'm Kip Kofsky. I'm the president and CEO of Arcadian Services, along here with Mike Gordon, who's our director of national accounts. And we really want to talk about something I think near and dear to everybody's hearts is how do you really keep your car washes clean in a safe manner? Because it is an issue. And a little bit about Arcadian first. We're really a chemical manufacturing and technology company, and we manufacture all our own products at our plant in Florence, Alabama. We make over 100 products covering all aspects of every type of wash. So if you have a tunnel wash, in-bay automatic self-serve, pressure washing, we cover that whole gamut. We really focus on technology, a lot of new product development. Really what we've been focusing on is safe chemistry and replacing probably the skull and crossbones of our industry called hydrofluoric acid and really other dangerous acids, sulfuric, muriatic, ammonium bifluoride, phosphoric acid. And we've come up with new technology to do this in both an acid and an alkaline product. Also focusing on a lot of ultra concentrated products, and really the most common cleaning compounds used in chemistry and car washes are a lot of acid-based cleaning technologies, especially in your low pH chemistry, using sulfuric and phosphoric acids, hydrochloric, hydrofluoric, and organic acid-based cleaning technologies. One of the things that people, when they first get into this industry, they don't realize how difficult it is to clean a car wash. The interior walls, the bays, the glass, all the equipment. And it's really a accumulation of all of the elements of the weather, the chemicals that are using in the washes, the wax buildups that coat these interior surfaces and make it very difficult bond to the surfaces that's hard to break. And typically the only thing that would clean these things would be products based on very dangerous acids, and the staple of the industry has been using hydrofluoric acid-based compounds. So when I bought Arcadian 11 years ago, we had the #1 product in the industry called New Wall, which I think most of the people in this building know. And it is the strongest, most effective product in the industry, but extremely dangerous. Our goal was to make a product like New Wall, but safe to use. It took us about 9 years to do this, to be as effective, but we've done it. So go back to, we talked about why it's difficult to clean car washes. Mistakes on really when you're going to clean. With some of these really dangerous acids, people tend to leave them on too long and they'll burn the surface, making it really nearly impossible to clean afterwards. And so Mike can really chime in on that a little bit.
Yeah, so one of the things we see in the field a lot is there's so many different products out there that people are using to clean their walls, everything from Dawn dishwashing soap all the way up to, like the kid was saying, the hydrofluoric acids. And the substrates or the material that we're cleaning tends to react to any type of chemistry. And when that reaction happens, it stains that chemistry or burns the wall. And once that occurs, no matter what product you use, it's not going to come off that wall. You're going to always have that brown look, and you're going to think, well, that's some sort of dirt on there, but it's really not. It's because of the different chemistries that we use. When you compound that thought process with all the different soaps we use and all of our different types of car wash tunnels, no wonder we have a hard time cleaning. So what Kip was alluding to is that we developed a product called C3, which is an organic acid salt product. There's a few other of those products out there on the industry right now, and they're starting to come out and become more and more prevalent out there. But what makes our product more unique is that we took a look at how the whole process works. We weren't trying to just clean a plastic wall, but we're trying to clean an epoxy wall. We're trying to clean concrete on the ground. We're trying to clean your block wall. And I think we came up with a pretty good solution, and we're going to take a little bit of time and tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, and historically, going back to our New Wall, you can see some of the pictures before and after that we've done. If you take a look at this, whoops, I don't know what happened there.
This is a New Wall solution, okay? This is what we're talking about. You guys have to do if you're going to use these types of acids in order to protect yourself.
I don't know why it's not coming up.
Is the number
Probably chiming on the internet again.
One wall
No,
and
the
equipment cleaner.
video's not coming up on here.
Making hard, labor-intensive cleaning a
it's
thing
got
of the
the
past.
audio
It's as
going.
easy as 1, 2, 3.
There we go. It's there to press now. There you go.
Usually I get to step up here and do this puppet show when these things happen.
So if you look at this car wash,
New
I'm going to
Wall
tell you,
is
if you
the
have a
number
wash that
one
looks
wall
like
and
this,
equipment cleaner.
that has been
Making hard,
neglected for over
labor-intensive
5
cleaning
years,
a thing of the
I'm going to
past.
probably tell
It's
you
as
to
easy
use
as 1,
new
2,
wall
3.
and then go to C3.
Step 1, simply apply new wall from the bottom up with low pressure, working manageable sections 2 to 3 feet at a time. Step 2,
But
let
can
it
you
sit
imagine your
about a minute
employees
or
putting
two.
that suit on?
Step 3, simply rinse it off with high pressure rinse, working again from the bottom up. Make sure you test in an inconspicuous place first. You want to make sure you have your dilution ratios right, as well as your dwell time, because not every surface is the same. And just like that, we've got fresh, clean walls in our car wash. They look just like brand new and they require no scrubbing. Get new wall from Arcadian Services, where our motto is chemicals, technology, and partnerships.
And New Wall will grow that kind of facial hair as well. So that's Mark Wells, one of our chemists. So
We talked about a lot of these things already, what's historically in these types of products that clean. And again, we're going to go through all the surfaces that can be cleaned: FRP panels, painted block, brick, metal walls, PVC paneling, tile, ceramic. One of the things new wall I would not use on is glass, because it will etch it with the hydrofluoric, and that's where C3 is really a beautiful product. Issue is with the traditional products that contain these dangerous acids, all the PPE that's required. And we tell every one of our customers, if you're going to buy new wall, you need to follow those safety precautions. We're one of the few companies that will tell people that. It's a must in our view.
And we highly recommend that you don't mix it with other things like muriatic acid. Some of the professional wall cleaning companies out there, they like to really throw a lot at it. You don't want to be creating a bomb. So let's just use our product as it was designed to be used. So.
Yep. So really going to the C3 next generation technology, really safer to use chemistry. We make it in 2 versions, a concentrate and a ready to use version. And I will tell you, the concentrate, anywhere from 3 to 5 parts water you dilute it with. And then this ready to use, it is a ready to use, but if you are maintaining your facilities, you can cut it 50-50 with water as well, and it'll be just as effective. You can see some of the before and after pictures up here. These are all from customers we get. I mean, people are amazed at what this product does. This is a boat that was cleaned with the product. You can see, before and after. You know how bad calcium deposits go on bathroom fixtures. This is a shower head that a big major maintenance contractor in California, he only uses this product now on all his jobs. He just dips these fixtures in C3 and it takes everything away. We can show you how effective it is on a variety of surfaces in this video.
So this particular video is in a back room use of it. So like your reclaim systems or anything that has a rust buildup on it, simply spray it down, use a brush. You can't use high pressure on your electronics. So use a brush, clean it up, wipe it off. So.
Yeah. You can see this is on the interior walls first, and then it'll go to the equipment room.
These particular walls had an overspray of paint on it. So if you have that kind of issue going on with your walls or anything, talk to us. We have a safe graffiti remover as well. So, which if you do graffiti removing, you know how difficult that stuff can be to work with. So.
Yeah, and you see, they're using gloves and they're using safety glasses. We always recommend with any chemical, and even in your back room, wear gloves and safety glasses. If you take a look at the chemical labels on what the chemistry in your back room is, most of them are going to have some type of corrosive label if it's a high or low pH item. So just take care when you're doing that.
The product is electrically safe as well. So if you were to have to spray it on a motor, it will not harm the motor. So there's no electrical current that can pass through that product. So. And those of us who have reclaimed systems know how difficult that is to keep clean. So,
And it will remove rust as well. This product is excellent on rust removal.
this is one of my favorite uses of the product. I've gone all over this country and cleaned car washes for various companies. And it always seems to be the walls and the windows that are absolutely the worst. We had a gentleman in our booth earlier today who was talking about how he was scrubbing like with a bristle pad to try to get the calciumite off the windows, right? And when we showed him, hey, let me watch this video here, you spray it on, wipe it off, you know? So.
Whoops. Okay. Benefits of C3: reduces workers' compensation claims, lost time injuries, workers' comp premiums, makes a safer work environment, and superior employee acceptance. And that's huge in this thing. A couple of things I can tell you. Glass, one of the major car wash chains purchased 2 all-glass sites about 9 months ago. They were going to replace every glass panel. I said, before you do that, try the C3. It restored all the glass to new, and they told me it saved them $250,000 in capital expenditures by doing that. The other thing is, we had a call from one of the other major chains 2 weeks ago. One of their directors called me to personally thank me because it's the first time ever that an employee got exposed to a wall cleaner when they were cleaning their facilities, that it didn't even cause their skin to turn red and didn't cause a hospitalization, the first time ever. Whoops. Okay, other things it'll do: removes mold from bricks. You can see those before and after pictures. It'll work great on a boat. I'm skipping that video. I think that everybody sees what it does.
Hold it right there for a minute, Kim.
Okay.
So again, I want to reemphasize one thing. This is an up close and personal product. It's designed for our employees if they accidentally spill it on them, or if a customer were to touch a surface that you clean. It was not going to harm anyone in the. I mean, I'm not going to say it's never going to harm anything because you never know, right? So there's a lot of people that are very sensitive to chemistry. Fragrances we all know about. Well, it can be the same way. Many products out there have a surfactant package in there that cause redness to their hands. And if you don't get the product off of something you're cleaning and a customer comes along and touches it, it could cause that customer some problems. But it's redness of the hands, not an acid burn, okay?
Yeah,
we have never seen that happen with our product, which is a big, bold statement to say. And it will happen with other people's products because of the way they use their surfactants in there. This is a multi-purpose product, so you can clean trash cans with it, you can clean vacuum extensions with it, you can clean your wash bays with it.
You can clean your shower stall at home with it.
You can clean your shower stalls at home for the wife. When you came home and the shower stall needs to be cleaned, C3 it. So that's the nice thing about it. And because of the way that we balance that chemistry is what makes that usable in many, many different areas. Those of you that have tire shine equipment and having to clean up all of this, the solvent or the water base.
And the silicones.
So the silicone, easy peasy. Spray it on, done. That's one problem that I see across this country. People don't take care of their tire equipment, their tire shine equipment. It's a pain in the ass to clean, and therefore it never gets done. And so then the application of the product itself stops to work effectively, costing us all more money. Yeah. Put this product down, spray it down, power wash it off, gone.
And as far as surfaces, you know, I mentioned before, walls, ceilings, floors, FRP panels, PVC, glass, fiberglass, painted block, brick, most metal surfaces. On aluminum, we never had an issue until there's some lower grade aluminum that's floating around out there right now. that we have seen a little bit of staining
Yeah, there's an
on.
equipment manufacturer, to be nameless, that is using a real low-grade aluminum, and the sealant that they put on, if you don't know about aluminum products, they have a substrate, a sub-substrate on aluminum, and that substrate is very open, very exposed to like alkaline chemistry. When it gets on there, it starts to spot it. And you'll start seeing these white spots, and eventually that sealant comes right off of that. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with it, but there's a lot of it out there. So
Yeah, so that's what we've just recently seen. Again, use it on your signs, your ceramic tile, your equipment, plumbing fixtures, light fixtures. As I mentioned before, it's free of all these acids that is in pretty much every other wall cleaner out there. And it ships non-hazardous for shipping purposes, and it's one of the few products out there that can make that claim. So if you're going to be buying a 5-gallon pail of a acid-based wall cleaner from somebody, and they're going to charge you $100 for shipping, this product's going to cost you $30 to ship it. So again, no hazmat suit required. We do recommend that you wear safety glasses and safety gloves. Economic comparison, we can show you even our product, this is our concentrated product, is more expensive than the container, that by the time it gets shipped there and your dilution, we're going to be more cost effective on the surface, because most of these products that are out there that are the lower cost ones are ready to use out of the container. So again, we talked about the application instructions. If you're going to use the concentrate, dilute it, and then put it in a low pressure sprayer, apply it, and then let it sit 2 to 3 minutes and remove with high pressure. Some agitation may be required on a etched surface or a corrugated surface.
yeah, so our pitch is about over, and I want to open it up to anybody who has any specific problems or questions they'd like to ask.
Yeah, I'm going to come over and help my friend. I'm going to give you the microphone. And can I just introduce Stacy? She has a QR code if you all want to learn more. So she's going to be going around.
So that QR code, if you just flash it on your phone, you're going to get 50% off of the product.
First order of it, yeah.
Just for showing up and listening to my silly jokes. So,
How's it work on a cloth in the tunnel?
which type of wall?
On cloth.
On cloth, it is not designed for cloth use. So, because the cloth will actually absorb it, and then you're going to end up you're going to put the dirt deeper into the cloth. So don't, if you're going to use it in a detailing fashion, like an interior of a car, there's certain areas within the car you're just going to love it. You're going to go, where has this ever been my whole life? Wheels, for example. Vinyl surfaces, for example. But cloth itself, I would not put it on cloth. There's better processes out there.
But
for that.
if you have some overspray that hits your cloth in your tunnel, for instance, on wraps or emitters, it's not going to hurt it. Well, unlike if you're using our new wall, I wouldn't recommend you do that. I would say wrap up your, do not let that expose.
Yeah, but direct application on cloth, I wouldn't do that. I mean, if it's overspray, that's different. So
Perfect. We've got another question over here.
I heard you talk about flooring, but not specifically epoxy flooring.
Mm-hmm. Mike, epoxy, no problem on epoxy.
yeah, there's no problem. I didn't know who I was talking to.
It was right over here.
Sorry. We didn't mean to speak.
There's no problem with epoxy walls. In fact,
And floors too, he's talking
and the
about.
floors as well. If you come by the booth, you'll see a video of us actually applying it on epoxy. So you'll see it in action. So
Question over here.
Yeah, how long do you have to let it sit on the surface before you remove it?
2 to 3 minutes maximum, and do not let it dry on the surface.
yeah, so if you happen to be in an Arizona location and the heat's 120 degrees, all those rules don't apply. Water down the surface, cool it down, and then apply it. So
And then what PPE do you recommend while using it?
neoprene gloves, safety glasses. If you're hypersensitive to salt, so say you decide you're going to use it in a pressure washer environment where you're actually going to atomize it, your salt molecule will become vaporized. And when you breathe salt in, what happens? You cough. And so your employees will cough or you will cough. So wear a paper mask.
Yeah,
you know?
again, if you're going to be using a foamer to put it on, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Anytime you atomize something, you turn it into the air, you can breathe it. You don't want to breathe anything. So,
But if I used it I'm over here, for my own shower head, I wouldn't have to wear PPE.
no, you're not going to put it under high pressure.
I would still, again, if you're going to apply it, wear some gloves and some safety glasses, just as a precaution.
Thanks. I have time for one more question. anyone.
We have one person I'd like to introduce right
Thank
here.
you. I'm
And
coming.
this gentleman here is one of our customers. He has a little tiny wash in a little tiny city, you know, never heard of before, but great man, you know. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. We've been using C3 now for about 8 months. My guys love it. They're not coughing and hacking the whole time that they're cleaning the wash. We actually use it in detail bay on aluminum wheels. It cleans them very well with very little scrubbing. So we've been very happy with it, and we continue to buy it.
Yeah, one other thing I would like to add on employee acceptance.
Thank you.
I've got testimonials from the major car wash chains. It's the hardest thing for them to get their employees to do. Nobody wants to suit up. Nobody wants to expose themselves to this. It's actually turned it into a project that the employees don't mind doing anymore because of all of the safety factors. And it's been a huge thing for the chains to keep up their tunnels because, again, it was the most dreaded thing to do in the car wash.
And anybody who actually wants to try the product but thinks they could use a little bit of extra help getting it figured out, don't hesitate to give me a call. I've got videos, training videos on how to apply it, how to use it. If you're a multi-site operator, I love you dearly. I'll be out there to see you. We'll take care of you. We'll teach your people how to make it happen. So the process is simple. That's what it is. And the process is fun. So we use the product from the East Coast to the West Coast and from the South to the North. Thousands and thousands of car washes that know this product. This is the product you should be using. So, and I don't say that a lot about products because I have to get involved with a whole lot of different chemistry. So.